Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Lucky. 93.
Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check 3.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tahir Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right here we go, son. 51. Man, 80. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 93.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Faking the give, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Carr going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Darnold now to throw. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold. Flush to his right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold on first down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second down and 10, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Let's just field it at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
45, 45, 45, come on, 45. Here we go, G. 45.
From the 30 on second down, Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. They got his man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah, let's get second.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, dude.
Throwing again. Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Again, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Dances by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson, back in November of 1968, there was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually, coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie Heidi. So a lot of the Jets fans missed the Raiders' comeback. Can imagine some saddened faces when they took the rubber bands off their newspaper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
734. Hey, Alpha.
To throw again. Carr. It's complete to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Hey, box drop.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
734. Hey, I-7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Chips over here. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. the gun. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Third and 2, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going up top for Cup. And that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Check. 93.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got a noon one. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cleveland Farrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw, and it's caught by Herndon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Oakland, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Ladies and and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We're giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait